What's up, everybody? It's time for another fun and wonderful covert adventures. Today I'm at Arms Gap up here next to Frozen Head State Park. We're actually going to be doing the West Fire Tower Trail. This is a trail that is actually open to bikes and hiking as well. Now, Frozen Head State Park is, part of it is closed right now, but this is one of the ways you can actually get into it, as they are renovating the campground and a few other facilities. So, you can see here, you don't want to come up here and block the gate or anything. And we're going to have to kind of push the bike underneath the gate to get up here. But part of that's because next door is where you got Wind Rock comes through, and some of their trails are here. So they just got to make sure they keep the gate kind of secure so people don't actually come over here. So this is, the trail itself is 2.25 miles to the fire tower, and then trail, and then it cuts off for another 0.4 miles. So just under 3 miles. It shouldn't take too terribly long to do it. I think one time I hiked it, it took me 3 hours, and I did it with my other bike, and I think it cut that down to about an hour. So we'll see how good it goes with the new one. Okay, all right, so the time is 11:13, so we'll see how long this takes to get up here. So anyways, it actually started to rain not too long ago, and it looks like it's kind of cleared out. So hopefully it doesn't rain, but I did bring an extra pair of change of clothes just in case if that does end up happening. So anyways, we'll start our journey up here and see how long it actually takes to do this. Hope I can clear it. Let's see. Got to go way underneath it. I do know this is open for bikes, so. And we are on our way. And we have a tree down. We definitely won't be seeing any vehicles coming through today. Yeah, so I did this many years ago on my other bike, and the battery was pretty much dead by the time we had gotten up there to the top. And so I do know that it can be very powerful, or take a little bit to get up there, but we're just moving quite along. It'll be interesting to see how long it actually takes. But all right, now this is a very interesting experience. Bike riding into the clouds. This is low cloud cover. It's not supposed to actually rain. I think I saw the waterfall there. I know there's all kinds of natural springs and little sites. There is a backpacking campsite, if I remember correctly, up here when we get to the road to turn off to the fire tower. Now, the road we're on, this would have been the road that they would have drove up to do the maintenance work and actually get to the fire tower. So this is very ominous. Spring. Alright, so we gotta turn left up here in a minute. Site. Alright, lookout tower, 0.5 miles. Alright, I think we'll make it. but I don't think we're gonna see what I want to see today. All right, so finally made it here to the summit of the Frozen Head Fire Tower. Probably not going to get the views like I wanted today, but that's okay. We got to come up and adventure anyways, and we'll definitely do this again, maybe towards the fall when it cools down. Let's see. All right, there she is, the beautiful Frozen Head Fire Tower. I'm gonna park and take a little breather. All right, guys, so we finally made it to the top of the mountain here where the Frozen Head Fire Tower sits at. You can see around me the site. There are picnic tables up here if you ever want to enjoy a nice little picnic. I don't think you can actually camp up here. Anyways, you have one antenna over here for a repeater site, and there's another little one over here. But one of the things that I found very interesting, so this fire tower was constructed back in the 1930s, and the geo benchmark is right here in the center. And we've talked a lot about the different fire towers, how some of them have parallel stair steps and the diagonal stair steps. And there were two companies, Derrick International and Air Motor, that made fire towers. In some of the fire towers, I couldn't necessarily tell because the badges and stuff were missing, but this one actually still has a Derrick International badge. I'll have to start looking. It was on the first landing. I never noticed it until this trip. But anyways, in 2006, they decided to restore this fire tower. It got in such bad shape. So originally, the stairs would have been wooden, but they replaced it with these nice little metal stairs and just welded them on, so no more bolts. And they took off the original angle iron handrails and welded these nice, more professional type style with the bars in the middle of it so you can't fall out. This was a really great restoration effort, and we're really fortunate that they actually did a chance to do this. One thing about the Derrick International Fire Towers is they stuck with the diagonal staircase the whole time, and that actually proved to not be so popular. And the reason is because the stairs, especially like these sets here, they would wiggle back and forth because of the distance from point to point, as opposed to being stuck away in the corner like some other fire towers are. So that's where they kind of began to lose their popularity like that. And Derrick International stuck with that design all the way through, where Air Motor had diagonal staircases and the regular ones, which really became more popular in the 50s and 60s. So anyway, so we're gonna head up on the next step here. But they repainted it because it would have been silver into this kind of brown color, and it's really kept it pretty good. Very little vandalism up here, but again, you have to hike to get to it, so a lot of times that automatically deters it. But we're coming up to the point where we actually start to get underneath where they actually welded the metal platform here. So here's the original fire tower frame going this way, and then this right here is the new frame that they would have made for this. You can see where they took some of the metal back and forth, the bars there, and had to kind of custom them to fit into this. But this was really great how they were able to manage to pull this off and restore this fire tower to the way it should be. Even at 60 foot would have been nice because you could have got a little bit higher, but I'll settle with a 30-foot fire tower being open than a 60-foot fire tower that's closed. Anyway, so, but over here, I thought this was a solar panel, but it's not. It's actually a little information bar, and it tells you a little bit about the fire tower, what it used to look like. It was built back in the 1930s, and it doesn't tell you when they restored it, but I know it was done in 2006. And you can see the Smoky Mountains from here, Big Brushy Mountain, the Petros, the steam plant you'd be able to see. But unfortunately, as you can see right now, we're in a little bit of cloud covers, but that's completely okay because you know what? So anyways, after waiting about 30 minutes, we finally got some clearer views to be able to see. So again, here's the map of what you can usually be able to see. And right behind where these trees are is about where the prison would be at. You can see kind of over that way. And that's Petros over there. And then that's where a lot of people are riding their ATVs at, or over that way over there. So basically, if you waited about 30 minutes, we definitely were able to get a good view. I can see more of the cloud cover just back up that way over there. But anyways, so that's it on this Covert adventure, and I hope to catch you on the next one.